Hello my gorgeous girls, welcome back to my channel. I'm very thankful that you clicked on this video and you wanted to spend some time with me to talk about makeup, transform the skin, because let me tell you, the winter uglies have been uglying. Okay, the weather has just been very crucial, crucial. The winter is truly just not for the weak, and I am a weak soldier. So nonetheless, we're gonna pull ourselves together and do a little winter makeup look because there's nothing better. We are just going to dive into my everyday winter makeup. Very effortless, very natural. Stay right here, bitch. Let's go. I want to transform this face as quick as possible just because I'm feeling like I haven't seen the light of day. I absolutely hate the winter because of how pale I get. Obviously, we can all relate to this, but it's like I just feel as if the winter sucked the life out of me. So we're about to bring it back. It would not be a makeup tutorial, a winter makeup tutorial specifically, without mentioning the road barrier butter. I don't know how many times I can rave and like just hype the shit out of this product, but it truly has been like healing my skin. My skin has been so dry and flaky. It's just not it. I'm gonna actually just take a little bit because I did do like my full skincare routine already, but I'm actually going to use this basically as a primer and just a barrier for my skin because I've been getting the most irritated, just like okay, this is gonna sound weird, but this is how I feel. Every single time I walk outside right now in the winter, like I feel as if I'm getting frostbite on my face. I feel like that low-key is kind of how irritation is. It just feels like frostbite almost. But nonetheless, I'm just gonna start with putting this all over the skin. This is a beautiful primer for underneath makeup. And biggest tip, life hack, when it comes to flawless airbrushed makeup, you do not want any dry patches on your face. Whether you use this moisturizer or another moisturizer, I don't even care if you're oily. You should honestly always be moisturizing your skin. It is the most important crucial step. I'm going to do the brows first. I always start with the brows just because they're large and in charge, and if I don't take care of them right away, we're just fucked. So I always recommend starting with your brows just because they frame the face. I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite brow gels. This is actually from the drugstore. This is L'Oreal Paris 24 Brow Lamination Gel. I'm just gonna start by doing a back comb, get all the brows coated in the gel, and then I'm going to brush them up. Like, look at this brow. She's vulnerable. She's below. This brow, she said, hello, I'm here to look like a model off duty. I genuinely can't go any further without prepping these lips. Usually I always start off with this, but I got way too excited to transform the brows. This is the Tear Lip Oil. Girl, my heart dropped the other day because I was doing my laundry, that sounded so sophisticated. I was doing my wash and I heard a drop and I was like, what the fuck was that? This came rolling out of the washer and I was like, oh, you know your favorite product? Like, have you ever washed something? Like, that's how you know it's literally by my side 24/7. It was in one of my jackets and I opened it. I was like, please don't be broken. It was fine. It was literally completely fine. This is one of the best lip oils I have ever used. I will literally have to replace it like tomorrow. It is already like, she's gonzo, but I don't care. Like, look at these freaking lips. Brows and lips, that's all you need honestly in life. Let's move on to the skin. I'm very excited because we are channeling like the model off duty look today. Very winter-esque, just, you know, embracing the paleness, honestly. Usually I always start with the Say Glowy Super Gel. I mean, I'm still going to, but this shade is just calling my name. I always go in with the Rose Glow shade, but this one in the shade Star Glow is like a champagne-y gold. And I don't know, there's something about this that's screaming like winter. I don't know why. I've never tried the shade, but today's the day. So here we are. That is absolutely stunning. I feel like my skin looks like a beautiful snowflake. Even with my redness still peeking through, I love youthful looking, healthy, glowy skin. Oh my God, now I'm like, I don't know which shade I love more. The Say Glowy Super Gel is just that girl. And now to really enhance the complexion and just make it look like one layer of skin, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite techniques to do in the winter, specifically when I don't wanna wear too much makeup. Starting with my concealer, this is from Tower 28. This is in the shade DTLA. It actually kind of scares me how well this matches my skin tone right now because of how pale I am. I actually got this in the summer to like brighten up my under eye, and now that it matches me perfectly, I'm like, oh my God. So just going to use this to spot conceal any areas. Tell me why I have a pimple right here. Rude. I'm also going to do a little bit right here to snatch the eyes. I think I might do some right here just for like a little bit of a reverse contouring. It says we're gonna keep it super natural and this is how much concealer I'm applying. Whatever. We're gonna completely let it sit. We're just gonna apply and let it go for a second. So much so we're gonna have a little coffee break. Period. I feel like I'm so bipolar with coffee. Like one day I'll love it and crave it. The next day I'm like, could never be a coffee girl. Tell me why. Moving on to bronzer. This is my favorite part. This is when everything comes to life. The Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer, and I'm using the shade Medium. Don't get too close because she's dirty, but that's how you know she's loved. There's like, my hair has gotten into this product. It's actually disgusting, but I'm going in with my Makeup by Mario brush. This is the F4. Just tap it into the skin. I love this bronzer because again, I feel like we're really going into like the textured skin right now. I love how this just smooths over the skin. It kind of creates like a new barrier of skin for you. Very hydrating, very creamy. One of the best bronzers I've ever used. Always be repurchasing it. Like, I think this is maybe my fifth one. I'm also gonna take this into the crease of my lids, a little on the nose, just for some warmth. Even at this step in my makeup routine, I just feel more alive. Like the bronzer just does something. It scratches an itch for me, you know? We're still gonna let the concealer sit. I know, just trust the process, okay? You're going to go in with blush. I'm kind of debating what color that I want to do. I normally don't go for like a pink, but this one's calling my name, and also this one from Makeup by Mario, a bubblegum pink almost, but we're gonna share it out. I do want to start with this blush. These are one of my favorites, honestly. Whenever my skin is in this state, very irritated, very vulnerable, I don't necessarily go in with a lot of powder just for like my everyday makeup, specifically in the winter, and these blushes are perfect for this because you don't even have to set these with creams. These have like a cream to powder formula. They're phenomenal. These are from Polite Society, and this is in the shade London. And I'm just going to apply it right in between that concealer, right on top of the bronzer. It's a pink, but it doesn't necessarily have like a super cool toned, which I love. I don't necessarily love a cool toned blush on me, but this mixed in with the bronzer, that is actually gorgina. Okay, Miss London. And now at this point, the concealer is pretty much all dried down. Whenever you allow your concealer to dry down, one, it blends out a lot easier. I feel like when concealer is wet, it just slips and slides, and that's how you're gonna get a lot more creasing. When you let it dry down, I don't know what the science is behind it, but it prevents creasing. I feel like it just looks 10 times better. It's just my favorite thing ever. Then I'm gonna take my blush brush and just blend right over, so it's a seamless blend. Oh yeah, yep. That concealer just looks so flawless. I love taking the concealer that was on my forehead around my brows just to kind of carve them out. It also helps to conceal just any redness that I may have around the brows. I'm gonna take the brush that I had the bronzer on and just tap that around. So again, no harsh lines. And when it comes to this area, I'm actually going to drag this down just so it can kind of cover any redness that I may have. This is a brush that I always use for foundation. I have two of the Makeup by Mario ones, so I'm just gonna take, honestly, whatever old makeup is on this brush and tap it out. And look at that. Once everything is completely blended in, I'm loving how the skin is looking. I'm just gonna take a sponge. This is a little bit damp, and I'm just gonna pat over everything so it really melts into the skin. And this is just going to pick up any of the extra product, but it wouldn't be a makeup tutorial if we didn't, you know, pack on the blush. Even though we do have some bronziness going on, it's not anything crazy. I really want to focus on the blush today. I'm gonna dive into this blush as well from Makeup by Mario. This is in the shade Perfect Pink. Why did I just do that? It's a cream! I fear this actually might be the first time I'm using this blush, but it was just calling my name. Like, if we're gonna do a winter makeup look, I feel like very soft pinks, champagne-y, just the vibe. Before we move on to any powder, we are actually going to set our face with setting spray first. This is one of my favorite things to do ever. Using your setting spray during your makeup application is just obviously going to lock everything into place. It's also going to help set your setting powder, if that makes any sense. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray with hyaluronic acid and watermelon fruit extract. This is like a drink of water for your skin, and it sets the makeup, which is even better. When I first found out about the Urban Decay All-Nighter with hyaluronic acid, I freaked the out, because obviously hyaluronic acid is very hydrating for your skin, and if you're a dry girly in the winter time, this is going to be your best friend. This is my favorite setting spray ever. If you watch any of my makeup videos, whether it's on TikTok, YouTube, you know how much I love this powder. This is from Hourglass. It's their translucent pressed powder. Oh my god, even the writing on the back is like going MIA. This is one of the best powders ever if you're dry or even just want to set your skin, but you don't necessarily want it to be completely matte, but you also don't want your pores to be shown. Like, I don't know how they did that, but she's good. She's fire. If you want a deeper set, like a little bit more matte, I would definitely recommend using like a powder puff and then pressing it in. It all depends on my vibe, but I can just tell that my skin needs to breathe a little bit more today. I'm just using this brush from Hourglass to, you know, lightly set underneath my eyes. Such an amazing powder. Moving into some bronzer. Surprisingly, I really don't want to warm up the face any further, which is a big statement for me, but I do want to use this bronzer right here. It's more so like a cool tone, so it's kind of like a contour, if you will, but it's looking right up the alley for this look. This is from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Evil Eye Palette. There's something about these Hourglass powders that just adds life back into your face. Kind of like the perfect winter shade for me right now. It's just very neutral. And I'm using a smaller brush just so I can be super precise with how much I apply. Anything Hourglass powder related, it's gonna make your skin look like it's airbrushed on, truly. Okay, I'm actually gonna take that big brush into the crease of my eyes. I don't necessarily think I'm gonna do eyeshadow today, but we shall see. Actually going to tap into this blush right here as well. Well, actually, shit, let's just mix them. So it's giving a little pinky. Oh yes, it's actually a lot vibrant than I thought it was going to be. I mean, obviously in the pan, it's straight up like coral almost, but with the pink blush underneath, it's mixing in so well. Just gonna take my foundation brush and tap over everything. Let's move on to these eyes. I usually don't do anything crazy, specifically because when it comes to washing off my makeup at night, I'm a little lazy. I don't really want to be, you know, doing the most and really feeding into like the model off duty vibe. I'm gonna show you the easiest way on how to get like that winged liner without it being too much, just enough. So I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Limitless Brown. And basically what I am doing, I actually start in like the outer tear duct of my eye. Is that what it is? I'm not sure. Like, I will press the pencil right there and then just drag it out, and it just looks like a little stamp. And then I'll take my finger and kind of just drag it out. I am not the girl that will ever say I'm the best at doing wing liner, but when it comes to using this pencil, these are so easy to blend. You can literally use your finger to do that. And then I'll just kind of tap over it just so it looks kind of as if it's a shadow rather than like a full-blown line. Obviously, there is no such thing as being perfect, so sometimes they don't line up. So I'll just take an angled brush. This has some leftover concealer on it, and I will just carve out underneath that liner just to make it a little bit more straight, just like so. And then I'm just gonna do a little curl for the lashes. This is the Shiseido eyelash curler, and one of my favorite makeup hacks to making the lashes stay curled is using a clear mascara. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's just their clear brow gel. Just use this as mascara to hold the curl, but again, it is so much easier to take off at the end of the night. Just falling back into my vibe of very flawless skin and light on the eyes. I just think it looks so effortless, cool girl, chic, model off duty vibes. Like, oh, I am so here for it. And obviously, to wrap up this look, we need a fresh lip. I'm going to use Kylie Cosmetics lip liner. These are actually her plumping lip liners. This is in the shade Coconut. These are phenomenal. I don't know why more people aren't talking about them. One of my favorite things to do is also draw like a little line right here, and it just creates like a natural pout. So I love the shade because it's not too warm, but it's not also too cool tone. It's a very beautiful neutral, and with the makeup look that we have going on right now, perfection. Thank you. Of course, to top it all off, I am such a glossy girl. This is actually a lip oil from Hard Candy in the shade Sugar Spin. It is so beautiful and juicy on the lips. This is the perfect gloss for anybody that doesn't want something super sticky or too shiny. It just gives like a healthy glow to the lips, if you will. Just so comfortable and very easy to wear. And I love how it's like a little darker. but still neutral. This is like under $10. You can get it at Walmart. It's crazy. And that is all she wrote. That is going to complete this makeup look. I am loving how it turned out. I feel like this technique, the way we did the skin, is exactly how I do it every single time. Not only in the winter months, but more so when my skin is just irritated and not really feeling makeup. You know, those days when like the makeup is just not going to sit how you want it to. Try this technique out. I swear it works every single time, and my makeup always turns out flawless. Like, you don't need foundation to get a bomb base. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that, and this is proof. Obviously, foundation sometimes can just be too much, and we still want the skin to breathe, and that is what this makeup look is giving. Like, soft, glam, natural, effortless, but the skin is still breathing. She's not like suffocating. If you try any of these techniques or products, please let me know. I love getting your feedback and seeing if we click on like the same makeup level, if we enjoy the same products, or even if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Like, that gives me goosebumps. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, hopefully praying it doesn't get banned, but we shall see. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Duh. Bye.